somehow, if not acting in it, to be able to do something with the music. So I'm glad I had the opportunity to do it.
For Crack a Bottle. I couldn't even have that without him. And that's why I have so much value for him, not just in my career, just in my life, because he's a guy that, one of my best friends, because I can trust that he's going to be honest with his constructive criticism when it's time to listen to the music before it goes out.
Eminem and 50 Cent's friendship has been a staple in the music industry for what seems like forever. Their bond goes way back to when Eminem played a pivotal role in launching 50 Cent's career into the stratosphere. Despite the inevitable ups and downs that come with the territory, their friendship has not only endured, but flourished over the years. Recently, Eminem showcased his unwavering loyalty by issuing a stern warning to none other than Diddy, a move that solidified his role as 50 Cent's steadfast ally. Now let's talk about 50 Cent. Sure, he's known for his chart-topping beats and razor-sharp raps, but what really sets him apart is his undeniable wit and knack for off-camera roasting. The man can deliver a verbal takedown like nobody else, leaving his targets reeling from the burn. From industry insiders to A-list celebrities, nobody is safe from 50 Cent's comedic onslaught.
And y'all want Diddy to come to my room. He ain't even brought no Ciroc. I don't want that old ass around me. He old ass.
And then there's Diddy. Since last November, when lawsuits began raining down, 50 Cent has been relentless in his verbal attacks on Diddy. And you know what? I'm firmly in the camp that believes Diddy has earned every bit of that backlash, and I'd wager most people agree. Whispers and rumors about his questionable behavior have been swirling for ages, casting a dark cloud over his reputation. Now it seems like those whispers might have some truth to them, but Diddy isn't one to back down easily. He's been doing his best to shut down 50 Cent's relentless attacks. Through it all, Eminem has remained a constant presence by 50 Cent's side, offering support and solidarity in the face of adversity. Their friendship runs deeper than just camaraderie. It's a shared disdain, perhaps even hatred, for Diddy. So when Eminem stepped up to issue a warning to Diddy, it sent shockwaves through the music world. Now you might be wondering, what exactly did Eminem say? Well, you better buckle up and take a seat, because this one is seriously shocking. Eminem's words were a stark reminder that in the world of hip-hop, loyalty runs deep, and when one friend is under fire, the other will always have their back. But before we get to the heart of it all, let's talk about the dynamic between Diddy and Eminem, two names that have seen their fair share of drama. Do you remember when Eminem stirred up a storm by suggesting that Diddy might have had a hand in Tupac's tragic end? It caused quite a stir in the rap world. Eminem's diss track, aimed at Machine Gun Kelly, was already making waves back then, but it was that one line about Diddy that really got people talking. Eminem's verse went something like this. This fool's boss pops pills and tells him he's got skills, but Kel's the day you put out a hit, the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out that got Pac. Fans were left scratching their heads trying to make sense of what Eminem was implying about Diddy's possible involvement in Tupac's demise. Fast forward to today, and speculation about Diddy's connection to Tupac's shooting has been reignited by the recent arrest of Keffe D. It's like a real-life mystery unfolding before our eyes, adding fuel to the fire of rumors and theories. Now, let's shift our focus back to 50 Cent. He's like a burst of energy in the hip-hop scene, injecting excitement wherever he goes. Just mentioning his name among fellow rappers and singers sparks a buzz of anticipation. And let's not forget about his infamous feuds, one of the most notable being his ongoing beef with Diddy. It feels like 50 Cent has been throwing shade at Diddy for ages, but things took a serious turn when Cassie's lawsuit hit the scene. When Cassie filed her lawsuit against Diddy, accusing him of mistreatment and forcing her into uncomfortable situations, 50 Cent wasted no time in showing his support for her. He took to social media to call out Diddy, dragging him through the mud for settling the lawsuit so quickly. In a now-deleted post, 50 Cent hinted that Diddy might have more skeletons in his closet, teasing that more problems could be on the horizon for him. After that, 50 Cent didn't stop. He announced plans to create a documentary about Diddy, aiming to uncover the truth behind all of Diddy's actions and expose those who have supported and enabled him along the way. Reposting an article about the documentary, 50 Cent added a caption that hinted at Diddy's financial situation, suggesting that bankruptcy might be in the cards for him if he's smart. He boldly proclaimed himself as the best producer for the job and teased fans with the promise of revealing some serious receipts. Then when news broke that Homeland Security had raided 2 of Diddy's homes in connection to serious allegations, 50 Cent wasted no time in taking to Instagram to mock his rival. In a now-deleted post, he wrote, "Stuff just got real." He couldn't resist poking fun at Diddy's predicament, joking about the feds raiding all of his cribs and suggesting that Diddy's days of dominance were over. But 50 Cent wasn't done yet. In one of his recent Instagram posts, he threw shade at Diddy with a video that allegedly showed Diddy sliding into 50's DMs. The video depicted Diddy awkwardly trying to initiate a late-night hangout, only to be shut down by 50 Cent, who mocked Diddy's association with a certain vodka brand. The interaction took a hilarious turn when Diddy offered a shopping spree to entice the person, only to be met with a blunt rejection. The exchange ended with a savage clapback from 50 Cent, leaving Diddy with nothing but a meme of 50 Cent from Entourage speeding away in his car and laughing hysterically.
He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Regardless of whether it's all in good fun or not, some folks are still getting a good chuckle out of it. But there are others who are starting to feel like the joke's wearing a bit thin. Still, even if people are rolling their eyes, they'd prefer 50's jabs over fake news any day. Recently, 50 Cent stirred up quite the controversy again with a social media post that had people wondering if he was taking things too far. He shared a news report claiming that Diddy was allegedly involved in a romantic relationship with actor Reginald VelJohnson. Yeah, you heard that right. Apparently, some comedian spilled the beans on a podcast, claiming he's witnessed some wild stuff at one of Puffy's parties.
This bitch out on Crip, so I go busting the door. I look up, I see Carl's window, so I'm like, oh, 6-0, like, this is crazy.
It's got everyone scratching their heads thinking, is this for real? But 50 Cent isn't letting up on his trolling spree anytime soon. Even if Diddy ends up behind bars, you can bet 50 will keep the jokes rolling. And it's not just Diddy catching heat. Anyone connected to his legal battles isn't safe from 50 Cent's verbal onslaught. Take Jay-Z, for example. Even though he hasn't been involved in any lawsuits or scandals, 50 couldn't resist dragging him into the drama. After Diddy's homes were raided by Homeland Security, 50 Cent took to social media to question Jay-Z's whereabouts. He shared images of Jay's face on a milk carton with "missing" written above it, and another picture of Jay waving on a red carpet. Anybody seen Jay? 50 joked. Word on the street is that Jay-Z's been sweating bullets ever since the feds started poking around Diddy's business. With Diddy under the microscope, folks are wondering if Jay-Z might be next in line for some unwanted attention. And when you think about it, these two have been tight buds for ages, and they haven't exactly kept their friendship under wraps. According to those in the know, their bond runs deeper than just being music industry big shots. Allegedly, they've been connecting over some seriously shady stuff, particularly involving mistreatment against women. It's a dark side of their friendship that's been lurking in the shadows for years, and they've somehow managed to dodge any real consequences. Or at least that's what everyone thought. As it turns out, the feds have been looking at them for a long time, and they've been looking hard. If there's one thing about the feds, they never make their moves until they've got their facts right. And they've managed to build an airtight case against their suspects with no wiggle room. It often takes months or years for the feds to build their case, but once they arrest someone and bring charges against them, then it's over. They have a conviction rate of more than 95%, and that should tell you all you need to know about how seriously they take their investigations. In Diddy's case, the feds have been looking at him for at least 11 years now. Back in 2013, we found out they'd been questioning people about Diddy's alleged interest in young boys. A court document from a case in 2013 noted that during a debriefing session with federal investigators, James Roseman, the music manager, was reportedly questioned about the sex preferences of entertainers, including whether Sean Diddy Combs was having intimate relationships with underage boys. So if they've been looking at Diddy for that long, then you best believe that they've been looking at Jay-Z for that long as well. And it didn't just start because of Cassie's lawsuit. Interestingly, the knowledge of Jay-Z being involved with Diddy is not just fan speculation. People with reliable intel have claimed there is allegedly also an open investigation of Jay-Z by the feds. As you probably heard, Diddy got busted by Homeland Security a couple weeks ago, which tells us the investigation into Diddy is at its peak. and supposedly, so is Jay-Z's. 50 Cent also took a jab at Young Miami. According to Jones's claims, Young Miami, aka Carisha Ramika Brownlee, allegedly transported a substance called Tucci across state lines for Diddy. Apparently, this Tucci stuff is some kind of pink concoction. Jones also alleges that Young Miami was part of a group of women who were supposedly paid a monthly fee to work as Diddy's SX workers. Now, 50 Cent's trolling spree didn't stop with Young Miami. Daphne Joy, who happens to be 50's ex and the mother of his child, also got dragged into the drama. Lil Rod's lawsuit against Diddy named Daphne as one of Combs's alleged SX workers. But Daphne wasn't having any of it. She hit back hard, taking to Instagram to shut down the rumors and accusations. In a powerful statement, she called out Lil Rod's lawsuit as a bunch of lies and vowed to fight back. And she's not messing around. She's got her legal team ready to take action against both Lil Rod and his attorney. I am deeply hurt by the lies in Rodney Jones's lawsuit. The claim that I am an S worker is 100% false and character assassination, she said. I am retaining an attorney to explore all legal remedies against both Rodney and his attorney. Of course, 50 Cent couldn't resist chiming in. He took to Twitter and stirred the pot even more by posting a pic of Daphne and Diddy, throwing some serious shade her way. He says, "You moved a mile away in hopes of having another baby with me, but I was busy, so you moved back, and then you started receiving money from Brother Love. Now here we are, little worker." But Joy wasn't about to let that slide. She came back swinging on Instagram saying, "Curtis James Jackson, everything is a joke to you until our safety is compromised, which is happening now. You're wreaking real havoc, frenzy, and chaos into other people's lives. How would you feel if Sire was the one in handcuffs for nothing? We moved to New York to give you the opportunity to be a father to your son, and you saw him 10 times out of 2 years that we lived 1 mile away from you," she continued. "I am tired of upholding and protecting an image of our son that you have never heard." She added, "Let's put the real focus on your true evil actions of R-wording and physically A-ing me. You are no longer my oppressor, and my God will handle you from this point on. You have permanently damaged the last hope I had for you as a father to preserve our family with these last and final false claims made against me. You have broken our hearts for the last and final time." But despite her heartfelt words, it's like nobody's really listening. Instead, people are dragging Daphne left and right, not buying her side of the story at all. And 50 Cent? Well, he's not backing down either. His camp came out with a statement slamming Daphne's allegations as false and baseless. According to them, it's all just a reaction to 50 seeking sole custody of their son Sire. They're making it crystal clear that Sire's safety is their top priority, and they're not messing around when it comes to protecting him. The disturbing allegations and the sworn pleadings recently filed in a court case related to Daphne Joy, the mother of my 12-year-old child, has required me to take all necessary legal actions to protect my son Sire. The statement reads, "The most recent false and baseless accusations by Daphne Joy are clearly in response to my decision to seek sole custody of my son. My son Sire is my main priority, and keeping him in a safe environment is my only focus at this time." Now you know this whole mess is only going to fuel 50 Cent's fire even more. He's probably going to be even more fired up than before. All right, let's delve deeper into the lawsuit and see whose name got dragged into this mess. In Lil Rod's lawsuit, he also exposed Meek Mill and Usher as two of the people who often came to these freak-off gatherings. Rodney didn't explicitly mention Meek Mill and Usher's names in the lawsuit like he did with everybody else, but he gave some descriptions that had very specific details, pretty much making everybody know who he was talking about. He described Meek as a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj and described Usher as a male R&B singer who performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. Now, I'm sure you all know Meek is definitely a rapper from Philadelphia who dated Nicki from 2015 to 2017. Usher also just had a very successful Vegas residency, which reportedly grossed over $100 million, and he did in fact perform at the Super Bowl a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, going back to Rodney's lawsuit, he claimed that he witnessed Usher and Diddy hooking up several times and making out with the girls that Young Miami would bring for him. Rodney recalled the time when they were partying on Diddy's yacht, and he saw both Meek and Usher messing with several girls. Now, when this news hit, Meek went into overdrive on social media, firing off tweets left and right in a frantic attempt to clear his name. But let's just say the online community wasn't exactly buying what he was selling. He also got into a huge Twitter feud with DJ Academics, who was only reporting on the news. Like, imagine attacking somebody who's just doing his job. One of his tweets said, "I'm from Philly. I don't do or take any freaky molly. Nobody won't even offer me because I'm that heavy. No man or what would ever approach me about gay activity." And the whole place didn't get flipped. Woke up seeing this on every blog, like they know I'm coming. ALOL. Things quieted down for a bit with folks realizing that Meek seemed to be on the edge of a mental breakdown, and nobody wanted to push him further. That is, until Diddy's ex-bodyguard dropped a bombshell. An audio clip allegedly featuring Meek and Diddy. The shock waves were palpable. I mean, the voices on that recording sounded pretty darn close to Meek and Diddy, and the content, let's just say it wasn't easy listening. Meek's screams, reportedly in serious distress, sent shivers down the spine of anyone who heard it. The ex-bodyguard in question, who recorded and leaked the audio, made an entire video narrating how it came out. He said it happened during one of Diddy's gatherings, and he decided to lean by the door to record what he was hearing because he was shocked to see Meek allowing Diddy to engage in such behavior. He said Diddy intentionally spiked everybody's drinks at that party so they would be too intoxicated to know what was going on, but he didn't drink, and that's why he was sober enough to witness what he and Meek were doing. Y'all remember that video circulating where Meek was chilling in the pool, looking a bit uncomfortable, while Diddy hovered nearby calling him Daddy and talking about Meek putting in work? Yeah, that one? It's hard to forget. Some folks are connecting the dots, suggesting it might have been filmed right after whatever went down between Meek and Diddy in that bedroom.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
50 Cent didn't waste time to roast Diddy with his new piece of evidence. And you know what? Diddy's been pulling out all the stops to shut down 50 Cent's revelations, but Eminem wasn't having it. He threw down the gauntlet, warning Diddy that if he even tried to lay a finger on 50 Cent, he'd be in for a world of trouble. But what's your take on this juicy drama? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And while we're on standby for more updates, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and check out our other videos for more captivating content like this.